professor of FUNN University and your intrepid hostess to Craft Roulette. This is episode 123, and we are so glad that you're here tonight. If you are watching replay, please let us know down in the comment. If you can go ahead and give us a thumbs up if you think that's awesome, we would appreciate it. What is Craft Roulette? I'll give you in a nutshell. It is the ultimate paper crafting card making game show challenge, and we are here every Friday night at 6:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time, and you're always invited because we like friends. We like a good group. We see a great group in our chatter box tonight. Thank you guys so much for being here. Did you enjoy the slideshow? It was good stuff, wasn't it? And we're going to be spinning for some new parameters just in a little bit so that we'll know some more projects to do over the weekend. I'm excited about it. I always like it. I always get a little nervous, but I always get a little excited too to think of all the fun things that you guys are going to be able to come up with and surprise me. It's fun. It's fun. We do want to give a shout out to Mr. and Mrs. Murphy for their anniversary. Smurf Murphy is, you will see later that she is one of our leading ladies, and this is her anniversary. They are in a hotel, and she's got it set up. She did send us a picture in our Facebook group. If you don't know if you're not part of that, please join us down there in the box, all that stuff is. And she sent us a picture of how she has her hotel room set up for Craft Roulette to go. Awesome. Hope you have many, many more happy anniversaries. Thank you for spending it with us. We do want to thank our spin sponsors. Oh, what did I drop? We do want to thank our spin sponsors for July. We've had excellent, excellent people sending out gift certificates, a cherry on top. Thank you so much for being a part of our show this month, and Trinity stamps. You guys have all just been making some really happy people in our community, and I thank you very much for being our spin sponsors. This will be the last weekend, or the last show, where we get to send your gift certificates out. So stay tuned if you sent in a card last week, because you may win one of those $25 gift certificates to Trinity Stamps or a cherry on top. Plus, I still have handmade cards with itty-bitty gifts and some goodie bags, some new goodie bag stuff, too. Is there anything else on that? Let me think. No, I don't think so. Okay, if you are interested in becoming a spin sponsor, there is a form on our website for more information. We have some openings soon and later. So anyway, contact us about that. We aren't sponsored by any company. We are sponsored by our pledges from our patrons, and we do want to thank them so much for being part of our community, which brings us live and free to you every Friday night at 6:30 Central Daylight Time. We want to welcome four exciting new patrons. Roberta, and I bet Birthday Bob's in on this too. Roberta and Birthday Bob Sadler, Acorn Trail Creates. You can sign in as an alias, by the way, so that nobody knows who you are. So Acorn Trail Creates, Teresa Farrington, and our 100th patron, Ava Ballon. We are so excited to have you all four, because now that we have 100, we're going to have a party. The date is set. It is August 13th. That's a Saturday afternoon, and we will be having game day. And we are working on a really fun game. We bought a new program to work with, to have it for you. It's going to be great. I'm not going to tell you any more about it, but I'm having fun preparing it. So I want you guys to join us. There's always room at the table at our Patreon blog. So join us. That's under Mary Gun Fun, all down in the description. I think that's about all I have for housekeeping, except Mr. Mike. Oh, I always forget merch. Do I have that down? I guess I don't have that down. That's why. We do have lovely merchandise. Look at this. Ellen was saying that the other day she was wearing her founder's t-shirt with pride, and I think that's awesome. We do have some wonderful little pieces. They are going to be retiring some of those at the end of August. So if you have your eye on something, please check it out and get it going. We're going to be adding some more new merch in September. So All right. Did I forget everything else, Mr. Producer? Mr. Producer's on the other side of the table. He's here every Friday night directing me and reminding me of all the things I forget. Thank you, Chatterboxes, would you guys like to put your hands together and welcome our guest? Oh, I got to put my ear back in. I took this out because I could hear so much chatter. Okay, would you put your hands together, please, and welcome our guest tonight, MaryAnn Samuelson from Rabbit Hole Designs. Welcome. Yeah, there's those applause. We're glad to have you, ma'am.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here. She says nervously.
We had Northern California last week. Now we have Southern California. Have you guys figured out where she is? Does anybody recognize? Who's going to recognize what studio you're in? This is not her home or her home studio. You have your own sous chef.
Yes.
Getting your projects all ready for you. And so far, no, there's a little delay, so I'm kind of watching. I want to know who's going to remember, because that's a pretty obvious background. She's at Amanda's. Melissa got it. Should have known.
Yes.
Took a rocket scientist to know where it was, where you are, though.
There she is.
That is the sous chef. This must mean that MaryAnn is very important because she has somebody to prep all her things for her, right?
No. Actually, Amanda's going to help because I have an injury. So.
Oh, I know. It's so nice to have you all anyway. Well, welcome to Craft Roulette. You are the head rabbit at Rabbit Hole Designs.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about yourself and your company, please. I'd like to know.
Oh, about me or about the company? What would you like?
Both. We'll start with you.
Well, our daughter, we're kind of now just coming off of a hangover known as planning your daughter's dream wedding for the last 2 years.
Yeah.
So that was a month and a half ago. Yeah, about a month and a half ago. So, just getting ready to do some off-roading. We're getting ready. My husband's going to work on the motorhome because we're big off-road enthusiasts. So,
when you go off-road, what are you on? If you're not on a road,
we have a side-by-side, a Razor side-by-side.
Yeah. Fun.
So,
and what do you do for your crafting?
And we have a coordinating stamp set for that side-by-side, just, called Side by Side Life. You can't buy it anywhere but Rabbit Hole Designs.
That's kind of cool. That's a really good. So do you, Rabbit Hole Designs, tell us a little bit about that.
Stamp, stencil, dye, paper company. What else do I know?
What? I think.
Oh, we have hot boil plates now.
And are those dangerous? I asked someone the other day when they came to the house and gave us a little demonstration. Cindy Sartain gave us a little demonstration, and maybe you know the answer. On a hot foil plate, can you make a grilled cheese?
Yes. The answer is always yes.
Follow me for more recipes.
Yes. The answer is always yes.
I guess if you put it on there long enough, it could cook. Even though my embossing powder, not so much with the sun.
And some embossing powder you probably shouldn't use. I mean, I'm just saying,
Some of it gets gloobers in it.
It has gugums.
Gugums. She has her own words too.
Oh yeah, it's full of gooky gugum stuff. So,
but you're going to show us a product to keep the gugums out of your embossing powder later, I hope, or now. There it is. Look at there. What is that beautiful thing?
It's a powder tool. It's to keep the embossing powder from sticking where you don't want it to stick.
Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet.
Yeah.
And you are going to be a spin sponsor for August for Craft Roulette.
I am. I'm so excited.
We are glad to have you.
I'm going to come in every week. I'm going to try to come in every week and craft. So
it would be wonderful. We'd love to have you. Last time you forgot to send in your card, but it was such an interesting card because you drew it.
Yes.
And it was an ant farm.
Uh-huh.
It was an ant, like this huge ant farm
It was a
with these
huge ant
people
farm.
looking at it.
Yes, yes. I do draw. So despite, what some people think, I do know how to draw. I just don't have a lot of time to do so anymore.
Right.
But I didn't have what I wanted to do, so I drew I drew it.
I can't remember what the parameters were that week.
Small scene, a house.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah,
it.
you had
Those are the
house or a
biggies.
small scene. The colors were real restrictive.
Right. Yeah. Sometimes we
So,
get that. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what
So,
it was, because it was a small scene and you had these people, and it looked like they were at some kind of ant farm zoo.
at a
And
museum.
yeah, at a museum
Yes.
kind of thing. It was a really cool card. I was quite impressed.
Yeah, I typically don't enter my cards because I will feel really guilty if my name gets pulled, and if for chance that
Well,
I'm not online. I know that Amanda won and she said, please draw again. But if for
right.
some reason I'm not on when you draw, then you don't have the opportunity to re-pull for that prize. So I just typically
Except we now have the Stevens rule in place. We had never had that happen. And so we had a little staff meeting about it after the show, and we have made it now that guests do not get prizes, because honestly they don't need them. They don't necessarily want them, and it does make things look a little weird. So
I don't know.
we
I
have
might
made
want
it so
printed
that
stamps.
so sorry.
They have really good embellishments.
They do. They've got some nice stuff. They do. But yeah, we just went ahead and made that part of the policy, and we're going to add it to the Guest Crafter website and say, as a guest crafter, you've now exempted yourself from all winnings on Craft Roulette, except for handmade cards with an itty-bitty gift.
Okay. All right.
So, yeah.
I'm good
So
with
good.
that.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. Well
Yeah,
done.
I'm really good with that. So then I might enter my
I knew
cards.
it. Yes,
Just
do. Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is the first time we've ever talked about it. So, and it was the first time it had come up. There's all those things that you just can't foresee. Has that ever happened to you at Rabbit Hole? Where you think you've got all the bases covered, and then, where'd that one come from?
Is it still Monday? Because I really think that, that stuff happens. It happens a lot. I mean, you try to plan for the best case scenario. You're planning for something to arrive for your design team, and your tracking says it's on track, and all of a sudden you look down and it's going from Arizona, and now it's in Orlando. So
we were watching for something here at the house one time, and it was on the next block, as I recall, and we needed it for the show. We were hoping to get it for the show. And so we were waiting, watching it. And then all of a sudden it headed back to the warehouse. And we were like, it's still on the truck, and you were only a block away. Yeah. So things do happen.
Yeah.
Crazy stuff.
What is that? Just expect the unexpected. I think that's a tagline from a show. But yeah, you can only control so much stuff. So.
Well, here on the wheel, we can't control much, especially this ornery old wheel. But we're going to try our best to do our crafting, no matter what he throws at us. Generally, like we were talking yesterday when you and I were talking, you can't prepare for Craft Roulette. You just have to be aware of what's the possibilities. And so it's kind of a fun exercise to think about, okay, now if I got this and this is how I'd go. But there's nothing you could do to get ready.
Except have tweezers on hand.
And take a shower like you and I did, so we're good.
Take a shower, tweezers, scissors, and white gel pens. I think will carry you through most things.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
So hopefully Smurf will have all the things that she needs for her anniversary card, and that we'll have everything we need. So I think we're ready.
Okay.
We're going to chat more with you, young lady, during the show. But first, we're going to watch the achievement board, because we have some incredible achievers this week. We want to celebrate them. But you were going to ask me a question.
What is craft roulette?
You did great. Let's find out.
What is Craft Roulette? Craft Roulette is a live paper crafts challenge show where the goal is to complete a project that has been randomly selected by the spin of a wheel. There are 4 categories we spin for: project, colors, element, and random. Each category has 24 possible options with a combined possibility of 331,776 unique projects. Whoa. We're live every Friday at 6:30 p.m. Central on youtube.com/craftroulette. Please like and subscribe. Each week we bring on a special guest crafter to create along with us and share their unique take on the challenge. You can play too. Complete a unique project of your own using the same 4 parameters set in this episode. You'll have 48 hours to contribute by submitting pictures of your project through the submission form on craftroulette.live. Contributions are featured on marygunfun.com's weekly episode blog and the next episode. Let's recap last week's episode and submissions.
Yep, that's what we'll do every Friday night, 6:30 Central Daylight Time, right here on youtube.com/craftroulette. And you're always invited. We just, I can't, if I could, I'd just make you come and watch us, but I can't, so it's all up to you. So join us, though. We're a friendly group, aren't we, guys? We are. So we do like to celebrate on Craft Roulette, and we have some outstanding contributors. As you saw on What is Craft Roulette, people can play along with us and send in their cards each and every week. It's been happening since, I think, the second show. So that's, oh yes, who made the Mr. Mike's outfit? It was by the House of Detizio. Thank you for that prompt, Miss Lynn. So we do have several categories that we do some celebrating about. We have our first timers. We always want to welcome them. Our zero heroes, which are the people that have sent in at least 10, 20, 30, 40 that ends in a 0. And our leading ladies. We have this wonderful map all made up so that you can see make sure that you can see where you live. If you send in a card, you should have a pin on there. We had 124 contributions last week, so we are up to 8,201 contributions total since we started the show in 2020. Yeah, so well done, guys. It's always fun to see what you came up with. The slideshow does start at 6:10. If you missed it, I'm sorry, but you can see it in the gallery, or you can watch the beginning of the replay. So it's all there. It's all fun. I like it. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Allie. This was my card. The parameters were a 4x6 project, coral and cool colors. That kind of was a wild situation there, and we did talk about these parameters on Fun University last Tuesday. We had to include some kind of pocket, and you had to have something that was miniature, something small. And you guys really did a great job of sending in cards, hitting them all, and so many clever ways that you added pockets and had miniature things like miniature bells and miniature Santa ornaments and miniature gingerbread men. So much fun. Miniature sayings and sentiments. Oh, it was wonderful. I really enjoyed watching all of the cards come in. So that one was mine. This was our guest crafter, Shayna's. Shanna. It's apple sound. Shanna Slatter from Caffeinated Craftiness. She was a first-time guest crafter, and she did a lovely job joining us and making her card, and it looked so pretty. I love that coral scene in there. Okay, this part is on a timer, and we're going to start with, just as I had enumerated, we're going to start with the first timers. You can see over on the right what their celebration is all about. You can see where they live and anything else that may be interesting, I hope. Let's see. Kristen H.H. from Wisconsin is a first timer. Welcome. MaryAnn Moore, first timer. So glad to have you from Nova Scotia. Fun. That may be a first. Jeannie Lou from San Francisco sent in this. She did an IG story. Such a cutie. Amy G from Lake Arrowhead, California sent in her cute card. So glad to have you guys. Mary Jackson sent in, she was into vinyl. Very clever card. Thank you so much, Mary. Our Zero Heroes start off with Makira with her first 10. April Palmer with 20. Sulicia with 30. You can see how they worked in all their parameters too. Lisa Hunter came in with her 40th card. Outstanding. Camille has sent in her 50th. Oh, so cool. Kim Wolf sent in her 60th. Well done, Kim. 60 also came in from Anne Shacklesdown in Australia. Nicely done, ma'am. You have been fun with us. Deputy Heidi Ryan sent in her 70th with a robot. That's my kind of girl. And Ava Ballon, our 100th patron, had sent in her 80th. Whew. Card Monkey crossed over to 100, our second 100 consecutive card contribution. Whew. Jackie is a leader from Australia with 83 cards. Smurf, Anniversary Smurf, tied with her at 83. Leading Lady Kathy Herring, 87. Leading Lady 5K Limon with 89. There's that Card Monkey. Leading Lady Card Monkey with 100. That's just outstanding. And Patty Beck, our all-time leading lady, at 117. We didn't have any Club 52 people, so that's the end of our achievement board. But wowee, you guys. Wowee. That's just some crazy numbers. We welcome all the first-timers. Thank you so much. If you have never sent in a card to Craft Roulette, it's really easy. Wait until you get the parameters tonight. Then you can just go over to craftroulette.live. There's a form. You fill it out. It's real easy. We're real glad to have you. It doesn't have to be fancy. It just has to have those parameters. And do the best you can. That's all we ask. Because every card has some kind of idea that we can learn from and be excited about. All right. Well, that was fast. That was real fast. We used to do the slideshow and it was going like 20, 25 minutes. So this is remarkable. What did they do with all those cards? Lynn Sanders asked. Well, some of them saved them. Some of them, I have received some, and some, we are a big donating group. So there's a lot of people that donate cards. And we do keep track. Sherry Bradley, gosh, that came out hard, keeps track over on our Facebook group, how many cards we have donated in the year. And we're trying to get 20, and we're over 5,000 right now. 20,000, that is, this year. So it's all good. Anyway, well, let's bring her back and get the crafty part ready. Are you ready? Hope so.
Yes.
You're on.
Yeah,
I got to
I'm
get
ready.
my ear back
I'm
in.
ready. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. I have
Okay,
an
perfect.
earpiece. And
Okay.
I take it off when you guys aren't on because I can hear you talk, and it's just I'm not that smart to carry on two conversations at once like that. I'm just not. So I learned. Mr. Producer said, "Take your earpiece out, then," and so I did. Anyway, pretty impressive achievement board, don't you think, ma'am?
I can't believe some of the women 100 cards. I mean, that's consecutive, correct?
Yes, haven't missed a week.
I mean, that's 2 years.
I I know. Don't tell them too much. They'll get a little nervous about it. But
Yeah, no, that's
Patty Beck,
good.
for instance, started on episode 5, and this is now 123. So, but how fun! Even those are awesome. But every one of those is just a remarkable dedication to card making, and I think it's so much fun.
And the fact that they all hit the parameters is, just amazing. I have to ask now, it's my turn to ask a question. What has your number one week? How many cards, what's your number one entries for a week or submissions for a week been?
143.
Wow. That's a lot.
It really was.
We've gotten close to it a couple.
And Mr. Producer saying we have gotten close to it a couple times, but we haven't. We're kind of coasting at about 120 now.
Wow, that's still amazing.
And it's summer. So to me, I think, craft season hasn't even started. So maybe we'll see an uptick, but it's fine. I'm happy with. Heck, I was happy when we get 2. So 120 is just nutty. But it is fun because they come in all week, and our patrons have until Thursday night. So now I used to have it just real condensed into Saturday, Sunday. And now I get to watch them come in all week long, and it's really fun.
Yeah, because I hear some people wait till the very last minute.
Yeah, some people do. But some people make cards that are really cute and will always add an interactive.
Yes.
And she's also a pretty good sous chef. So
she's a great sous chef, pitch hitter, pinch hitter. What is that? A substitute pitcher? We don't know her title. Yeah, officially. Besides friend.
I think she'd be a really good friend. Yeah,
she's an amazing friend. She's an amazing friend.
Yeah, really nice. Well, since we have gotten those things done, you know what it means?
The wheel.
Shall we bring on the parameters?
Well, yeah, I guess if we have to.
There they are. We're going to be spinning for
white, and clean and simple.
Snowberry marshmallows in a snowstorm. Okay. Yes. Evening's done. Project colors, element, and random. But before we do that, we're going to talk about vetoes. Each week we offer our patrons some choices of vetoes, and it just means that they have decided that the wheel cannot make us do the things that they vetoed. If you want to still use those things and it works within the parameters that we do end up getting, fine and dandy. But for our veto for color, the patrons have decided monochromatic does not sound like a good idea. Number 9.
I can still do it.
You can if it fits the parameters that we get.
Okay.
But I'm not sure how that's going to work out. For element, they do not want optimistic. Number 1. Bunch of pessimists, I tell you. And I think it's the heat. I really do. And then for random, they do not want rock and roll. Number 16.
You can still do it, though.
Oh, you got something in mind?
Well, Go ahead.
This is the time of night where we ask our guests, would you like to veto something?
No. I know that I've been offered good money and crafting supplies, including lifetime supplies of double-sided foam tape to veto the purse. But you know what? If the wheel says we're doing a purse, by golly, we're going to do a purse tonight.
Darn.
So we're not vetoing it.
Well, there is a rocket science person, Melissa, says that we have a higher chance of getting a purse card than getting hit by the space debris that's going to be coming into the atmosphere in the next 24 to 48 hours.
There we go.
So it may happen.
If this is the night. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen tonight.
Well, I think we're ready then. Let's go for it. Let's give this guy a good spin and see how he's feeling. I like your gumption. Bribery, I know. I didn't realize nobody's ever tried to bribe me. Number 19. 15 would be, we're not going to do that one. That was our warm-up. Blah, 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 blah. Project. That's right. Spin, spin, spin. 14. That is not purse card. Smaller, larger. We do talk about all these parameters after we get them all figured out. So if you do have questions, hang on. If you have ideas, hold on to those too. Colors. You see something you like? You're clean and simple, so I hope we get something that works for you. Yellow, blue, yellow, pink, and red. Plus neutrals, we'll talk about it. Element. I didn't quite see that. I'm not seeing love there. 18. Stars. Stars shining. Yep. This is going to be okay. Ooh, stars on the night before the space debris. Random. I have a hunk of meteor that's pretty cool. It would be hard to get hit with, though. 17 stripes. Stars and stripes. How about that? All right. So our 4 parameters are smaller, larger, blue, yellow, pink, red, stars, and stripes. I know. Well, how are your reactions? I wasn't seeing like any giddiness.
Thin masking tape. I got it.
She's already on the project here.
I'm on it.
Let's talk through it. Mr. Producer is right now putting those parameters on our Facebook group so that you will have them as an easy reference. Okay, so smaller, larger. What the heck does that mean then for a project? Your first thoughts? It can be, you really can have it as an element. You can have it as a card on a card. You can do all shaker windows. You know, you're going to be making an art project, and we're not going to be saying, nah, it doesn't work.
You're right.
As long as you can tell us what your thinking is.
Okay.
So, we're all good. If you want the smaller, larger to be part of the project, you're good. That's kind of how I think I'm going. If you want the smaller, larger to be the part of the stars, you could. And you're thinking shaker, maybe. Or if you want the stripes to be part of smaller, larger, or embellishments, words.
Right.
Something that's duplicated?
Something. Oh, does it have to be the same thing? No, I don't think it would have to be. It could be comparative. I think. Smaller, larger.
It could be mixed.
I don't think. It can be mixed. You could have a smaller, larger, because I'm thinking card because I'm under a project. But I'm not. But that's just me being all in a box. So, if that's not where you're going, that's fine. If you want to do it with something else, that's fine too. Big font, little font, Kathy, that's a good one. Parent and baby animal, Patty, that's really good. On the stars, yes, little baby stars and big stars, large stars, small stars, Ellen, you got it. Small card on a larger card is what I'm thinking, Lisa. You and I are thinking the same. But it's not necessary. It's kind of going to be up to you. Small gnome, larger gnome. Christina, I wouldn't be surprised. You'll think of something. Big kangaroo. Oh, by the way, I thought kangaroos for pockets were really good, you guys. You got it figured out? This is a good one for Smurf, because she doesn't need too much for this. So that's good.
Baby Yoda, Big Yoda.
That's right. That would work. Why not?
Right.
I think it will be fun. I think it will be fun to see what people decide to do on that. For colors, blue, yellow, pink, red, we always have neutrals as a freebie. Black, gray, white, tan, cream, craft, and we throw in metallics just because we're so kind. And then blue, yellow, pink, and red. So we're going to have those 4 colors, but doesn't mean they all have to be equal. They can be different amounts. Which one you can have one in the background, you can have one in the foreground, you can have an accent.
Sounds like a baby card.
You're thinking a baby card? It does,
Well, no,
doesn't
I'm
it?
not taking a baby card at all, but
Oh.
it sounds like a baby card with those colors.
Blue, yellow. But if you had... Okay, so with the stars and stripes, you've got blue and red, so you could also do some flaggy type things.
Yes.
If they were
But
baby card.
yeah, if they were all soft and equal, it might be baby card-ish.
But they don't have
But
touch.
yeah, you can just have little red dots on something too. It does. But so it's, if you hear it as a baby card, that's probably what it could be, a baby card. Stars, have you thought of a stamp?
Star Wars.
Star Wars,
Ooh.
that's right.
I'm probably going to hand draw them.
Do you think? Yeah?
Yeah, I'm probably
That's
going to hand
exciting.
draw it.
You're going to have striped
So-
stars?
Oh, no, I've already got stripes going.
She's already on the
Well, that's
board
enough.
there. That's all. Hang
I'm
on
in it.
here.
I'm in
Help
it to
us
win
all.
it.
You're but we need to have some of your beautiful input because we may have somebody in the chatterbox that you could inspire.
So stars, you can make a galaxy background like I'm going to do.
Okay.
With stripes, I'm going to incorporate the colors. I'm probably going to hand draw my stars. Smaller and bigger, of course. Small stars, big stars. Oh, Amanda's husband, Micah, just walked in. Hi, Micah.
Yeah, they're having a party over there. Yeah. I'm getting in
we
the way
are
of
having a
crafting.
party. Literally, we have like the circus balloon. People are going to show up. So, you know,
Is a pony coming?
they have a unicorn one. So we're really excited for the unicorn to show up.
It's a perfect night. It's a perfect
And they have
night.
3 bunnies. So I'm really excited
I
about
know.
that because I love to play with the rabbits. So,
They're so cute too.
but yeah, so stripes, different size stripes, smaller and larger.
Right?
So that's what I'm thinking. Stars, anything you can add stars. I mean, star embellishments.
Stars in
Little
her
tiny-
eyes.
Yeah, little. Yes, exactly. You could use
Star
stars
of
on
the soccer field.
a character's in their hair or something.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm. Little
yeah,
antenna.
they don't need a whole lot. It's just it doesn't say how many stars. You can use 1.
That's
Two.
exactly right. It does
Stars
have the
plural.
option of 1 star.
So
You could have a large star and then have a smaller size star for a card on top of a card.
yes.
Yeah. Oh, Texas star. That's right, Bitty Penny. This is your night. Grandma Gay, you got this.
Whitewashy.
The Star of Texas there. Somebody, I saw a question. Cindy Bauer, did you get her question done? Okay.
Very answered.
Okay, great. All right, you're covered.
Lots of
Nope.
people.
Well done.
Okay, I
Well
need a
done,
red,
Team
yellow,
Craft Roulette. Awesome.
blue,
I think,
yellow, red, pink.
okay.
Aqua.
Well, I think you're ready.
I'm gathering.
You are gathering. Well, okay, I'm going to gather too while you guys, there's Amanda. While you
There's
guys
Amanda.
watch this word from FUNN University. Let's have some fun. Woohoo! Do you find crafting hard? Are you stuck on one of those pesky parameters? Do you feel like the wheel is watching you while you craft? We have the solution for you. Hi, I'm Mary Gunfun. While I'm busy gathering my supplies, I just wanted to tell you about my other YouTube channel, youtube.com/FUNNuniversity. We break down the parameters and talk about them at a more in-depth level. We also pick one tricky one to concentrate on and do a deep dive into it. But that's not all. We do our mail call every week on the channel as well. So if you wanted to send me a card or a package, send it to this address and I'll share it on the show. We're live almost every Tuesday night on youtube.com/FUNNuniversity. We also do some celebration there because we will review our last week's achievement board. That's youtube.com/FUNN University. No easy or complicated payments, no COD. Just show up and have fun. If you have too much fun, please call a friend immediately and invite them over to have fun with you. Normal postage and handling rates do apply. This ad was not paid for by anybody. We hope Mary is ready because I can't stretch this out any longer. Now back to the show. Well, I'm ready, and I'm hearing in my little earpiece. What's that? You're ready? Come on in. Come on in. There she is. It's MaryAnn and MaryAnn.
Yes. Are you a MaryAnn also?
I am, but I never use that second name. It's definitely a second name, and I never use it.
I'm a MaryAnn. I don't have a middle name.
Yeah, and so I forget that I even have it because it's just not been. I don't know. Just dropped it a long time ago. So what are you working on? Let's go ahead and get a little bit of info on your style here.
So I've got a 5x5 piece of watercolor cardstock because it'll take to water and blending. And I'm going to use squeezed lemonade, prize ribbon, candied apple, picked raspberry to throw down the colors. Because I'm taking it literal because I'm that kind of girl.
That's okay.
And then I'm going to lay down some different stripes of washi tape and throw some black over the top of it.
That will be good.
And I'm going to have a Jacob's Coat Sue sort of galaxy type background going on. See how easy? Yes, it came right to me. I don't know how that happened. So
pressure can do that to you. Sometimes pressure will either make you fold or it'll inspire
and then you guys made me use, colors and, it's just not my thing. And
I know when you saw all those colors, I was under the distinct impression that you were not thinking it was a good idea.
Yeah, no. I'm actually, I'm not that guy. If it was white and gray, then that's my color. That's my jam.
Right.
So,
well, the wheel wants you to come out of that rut, I guess.
Okay. What am I blending with? Oh, yeah. So, Amanda, through the grace of her amazing craft room, has nearly every tool and product that the Rabbit Hole Designs makes. I am using the Rabbit Hole Designs Cottontail blending brushes in the original size.
Cute. Nice.
And these were
paper
designed...
makeup.
Pardon me?
Biddy Penny's husband calls it paper makeup brushes.
Yeah. So our brushes were actually designed. It's a little, it's hard to explain to people, but our brushes were actually designed to have a little less dome when they were cut.
Uh-huh.
So they lay up more ink on the head, if you can see that, which means you go back to the ink pad less, which causes less stress fatigue on your wrist.
Don't be darn.
So you don't have soreness like you would get from other brushes where you're constantly going back and forth to the ink pad. So
you're right. Yep. You do
but
that.
It literally lays up lots of ink. So as you can see, I'm getting lots of coverage here on my
yes, you are.
Weird background color thing that I've got going on. So
I do want to stop just for a second and say, Brian, I'm sorry that you're having some problems, and do keep us in touch and let us know how you're doing, but because we all love you and we want you to do well. Okay, sorry. That's
no.
Take care of my bud there.
Show us, MaryAnn. Show us. Grandma Gay says. So I'm just grabbing some pink picked raspberry with a brush. And I'm going to go through and fill in all these other spots because I'm not a yellow person. So I'm only putting yellow on here because the wheel is forcing it upon me. So otherwise there would be no yellow on this card. So we're going to go in and just throw some of this pink in here. which is going to change some of
Hard
these
times. Okay, so my small and smaller larger is going to be a larger card and a smaller card. And so
Mine is going to be
that's how
stars
mine's gonna
and
work out.
circles. It's also going to be smaller, larger as far as the stripes from the washi that I'm going to use to mask off the card.
Yeah, some weeks it seems like one or two of the parameters you'll have multiple opportunities to use them, and it's kind of fun that way. You just go,
So and I also have a stencil here. I think it's retired now. Is it retired? Oh, I don't even know. Isn't that awful? From the Rabbit Hole Designs, called Circles and Stars, and it has different sized circles and stars. There, we've hit our stars parameter.
I was just thinking, I was trying to remember if I have a stencil or a small star stamp. But I might just end up drawing a few too, just because I wanted to use this, and that really doesn't go with the other. But, since you like gray so much, I'm going to pull in a bunch of gray and use the colors as accent.
Oh, that's nice. I'm actually probably going to draw in some stars. Amanda from Pear Blossom Press, as we all know, I love her to death. She's really a good creator and friend.
She is. And she makes such complicated things.
I know. But I'm going to come back in with the yellow and kind of blend in this little area because I do want you all to know that I did use yellow at least once.
You got to have a witness on this one.
At least, yeah. There's got to be a little smudge here. But Amanda has her. She produces the Easy Lights, which are so fun.
Right.
But she also has these white gel ink pens.
Yes, right.
Now, if you don't have one of those ink pens, you need to run and grab your credit card and get yourself some of these ink pens, because thankfully Amanda gave me a couple of these, but I go through them.
They're good,
lot.
aren't they? Mm-hmm.
I've had problems in the past with ink pens. They clog. These are like no clog. The line is perfect. I can't show you. Well, I could if I drew in my hand because I'm that. But literally, they draw. They're just no clog. They draw on every surface, including the palm of your hand. So, okay. All right. Well, I think I have hit the parameter. Yeah.
That's really pretty. Color, check.
Check, yes.
Check.
Colors, check. We have pink, we have yellow, we have blue, we have red. We are good to go with some masking now. Oh, I'm going to throw a little more blue right here because there we go.
So how are you doing so far? You think Craft Roulette's okay?
I actually have participated, albeit probably in the shadows, which is pretty much my normal. I actually have participated a few times and really have liked it a lot. It has made me pull a lot of different supplies and some stuff that I hadn't used in a really long time.
Yeah.
To pull in and use. So I kind of liked it. It kind of challenged me. That die that I used for the ant card, I had never used that before, if you can believe it.
Well,
First time I used that die was right here on Craft Roulette.
I love it. I love it. That is actually a fairly common theme that we hear.
That it's the first time people use it.
Though they will use something that they've had for years, or they will use something that they've had for years and just haven't used, or maybe have never used. So it's real funny that way.
It was. And that and I had a little stamp from FUNN.
I do it in white. Good idea, Allie. I'm sorry.
I can see what you're doing. I can see you coloring down there. I just peeked over the top of this tower of brushes.
I know. Sometimes I forget to look over and see what the other person's doing for a long time, and then I look up and their card's almost done. And
don't look.
Wow, where did that happen?
Do you want me to pick any color for black? Those are gray.
I went up the line.
This one. Okay. All right. Woohoo.
So, do you like having somebody as an assistant? Do you feel like a doctor? Scalpel.
You know, it has made it really easy. I mean, I have a pretty established crafter, and please don't get that, you know, didn't come over here because I don't know how to craft or have tools.
No, I think you probably
Yeah.
have quite a few.
Um,
We're going to talk.
but
We can talk about that.
what are we going to talk about?
About your living room.
Oh, yeah. That's where the Rabbit Hole Designs is currently located.
And you were telling me you have 4 8x4 foot slat board panels.
I have 4x8 slat wall panels, which is what you see in retail establishments where they put the hang stuff from it. I have those hanging in the front room of my house just to hold the Rabbit Hole Designs products.
And so you pull all your own orders and
Yes.
and all that kind of stuff. So you design, pull, do the taxes, all those fun things, right?
Everything. Well, you know, I'm not alone because John, my husband, and we'll never call him Mr. Rabbit Hole because this man works hard every day so that I can craft and keep my lavish crafting lifestyle of hoarding lots of glue. So, don't sniff the glue. But John will help. We have a special right now that if you spend $35, be $35 after discounts and coupons, but before tax and shipping, we're giving you a free little mini hot foil plate.
Oh wow! The
And
kind that you can make a grilled cheese on.
No. Well, if you were for Barbie.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, Barbie, you could make a grilled cheese for Barbie.
Like a grilled cheese snack.
Yes, it would definitely be. You could make Barbie a grilled cheese, but we're having that. And so John actually sat down one night after he had worked all day long, and that man gets up at 3:00 every morning to go to work.
Ooh.
And he sat down one night and bagged all of those up for us.
Oh,
so that we could give them to you guys. And he packages powder tools with me when we get low.
Mm-hmm.
They're all hand packaged, the powder tools. He's everything. And then he moves boxes for me, especially now with the bum knee, my knee being all full of bums. Okay,
if you guys wonderful. That's neat.
You guys can see I'm using different widths. So here we go, smaller and larger. I'm really tying in the whole smaller and larger thing because I kind of like it.
Right. Just a little bit of versatility there.
Yes, I'm pulling in
Okay, so then
widths.
you're going to go over with black. I see.
And I'm going to go over it with black.
Ooh.
So
I think you will be making a card that you probably would never have made.
Probably. I think you're probably right. So, black soot, oxide ink, and my handy dandy Rabbit Hole Designs cottontail blending brush. Let's go, folks.
Ooh.
We're in it. We're in it to win it. Now, you don't have to. The beauty of making a galaxy background is that while, yes, you want to try to get as much black as possible, you do not have to completely saturate the card. If you have a little color that peeks through, it's okay because the galaxy, if you looked at galaxy backgrounds, they have color that peeks through underneath the black. It just gives it a little more depth.
Mm-hmm.
So as you can see, I'm getting here with some black. And I did tape down the paper. I taped it to a piece of scratch paper so that I could have a place for all the excess ink to go and not make a total wreck of Amanda's desk. So
right.
because
you were talking about, before the show, you were talking about just throwing stuff on the floor.
Yeah, and I really don't think she wants me to do that because, black ink on her floor. So, and she's got rabbits, and I don't want to turn them funny colors.
No, we had a rabbit that was black and white, and he was, he visited a friend's house while we were on vacation, and the kid was working with a plumb line or chalk or something, blue chalk, and our rabbit turned black and blue because all the white turned to blue. So it
from
really
the
can
chalk.
happen. It really can happen.
Oh my gosh, from the chalk, that poor little rabbit.
I know. He was a good sport. Cute too. Pretty.
Aww.
Everybody likes blue. And what is that show? Wizard of Oz, the horse that changes colors. Did you ever hear about that? How they colored that horse? I think they used like Jello, didn't they?
Yeah, they used food dye.
Food dye or Jello or something like that.
Food dyes back there in the when that was produced in the 30s, late.
Yeah, a long time ago.
When was Wizard of Oz produced? Anybody got that trivia?
I'm thinking after World War II. I'm thinking.
Yes. Yeah, 39. See, I was close. I said 32.
Oh, really?
So I was off by 7 years. Yeah.
Smart. Well, I'm not quite as old as you. No, I'm actually. We were talking about how old we were the other day.
Yeah, I know. I'm so old. It's like no joke. Okay, so I think I've got a good enough coverage. You can barely see some of our parameter colors peeking out underneath, and we're going to call that.
It's going to be fine.
We're calling it done.
Folks. You're moving along so fast. I need to get our questions from our patrons started because you are really getting it done. Sherry Pemberton, from just not too far from us, asks, how did you come up with the name Rabbit Hole? I have no idea.
Yeah, that's kind of a funny story. So have you ever, we're talking because we're now in the age of Pinterest and such, gone to look for something or an idea, and you get on Pinterest or you use Google to look for an answer for something, and you spin off, you find the answer, you don't find the complete answer, but then all of a sudden you see something else and you're like, oh, I'll click that link because it has a thing. And then you find something completely unrelated, like, recipes for chicken enchiladas. And then next thing you know, you're looking at chicken enchiladas and fainting goats at 2:00 in the morning.
Fainting goats will get you every time.
They will. And you started off looking for how to fix a leaky faucet. And you just don't even know how that happens. So it's called falling down the rabbit hole.
Yep.
So that's it. That's how I came up with the name. Because when you're looking for craft supplies, I know I'm not alone in this. I'm first and foremost a crafter. I don't just own this company or create with this company.
Right.
I'm a crafter. I love to craft. You have to want to craft to be in this industry, right?
I think so. It definitely helps.
Yeah, it definitely helps. So I went looking for a phrase. And, you start watching videos, you're looking at Jennifer McGuire, and then you're watching Christina Werner, and it just gets not out of hand, but it gets, you start watching a lot of videos. So you fall down a rabbit hole.
Yes.
And then you forget what you were making a card for. Okay, so now I have stripes, small stripes, big stripes, medium stripes, and I need a baby white for my messy fingers.
So when you were naming your company, then you just felt like that was the best.
Because
example of your life. or your crafting.
My crafting journey. And our motto on our website is prepare to fall down the crafty rabbit hole. And we tell people you'll never fall alone. If you're going down the rabbit hole with us, you're always going to have company. So you're never going to fall alone. Yeah, because you're always going to have somebody that's going to craft with you. We have an active group. We have an
Uh-huh.
active Facebook. I try to comment on all the people that use our products, and they post them on Instagram. I try to personally comment on every single one of them myself.
Yeah.
With my company's Instagram. So I want people to know that we like them. We like when they buy our products. I want them to know that we recognize them as crafters.
That's a nice way to look at it.
Yeah.
That's real nice.
It's I mean, I don't know. I think I like it when people say, "Oh, that's a nice card." And they mean it. It feels kind of nice when you're recognized. Don't you think?
Oh, we kind of do a lot of that here at Craft Roulette.
Right, exactly. That's what I love
kinda
about
big
the
on it.
Craft Roulette.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You guys are really big on telling people, hey, look at you made this card and we recognize you and it's great.
Right.
And I love that too.
Yep, me too. Because it's vulnerable when you do that. When you put yourself out there, you are putting yourself in kind of a vulnerable position.
Yes. And you know what?
Nobody wants to get a smack down.
Right. And there is beauty in everything. I can find beauty in every single project. Even if it's just the paper, if it's just the fact that they got the stamp and they stamped it on the card. I mean, and it's
It's
clear.
just the way that somebody uses something, then you never
Exactly.
it's just like, well, where'd you come up with that? I've never thought of that. That is really a great idea.
There's something for everybody. Ooh, I don't know if I should try to draw in those stars with the gel pen or use the white ink. What do you think, people? Should I use the white ink to blend through the stencil, or should I use the gel pen to draw in the stars?
Which do you feel more comfortable with?
Oh, I can white ink and then emboss it. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna use white ink and then emboss it. Although I didn't prep my thing, but we're just gonna run with it. All right,
You rebel.
so she's handed me I believe this is Trinity Stamps. There you go, spin sponsor of the week. Okay, look at that, spin sponsor of the week. Trinity Stamps. I'm using one of your blending brushes. And this is ink on 3. And that's another thing. You know what? I own the Rabbit Hole Designs, but I have no problem using other companies' products. I have no company promoting another company.
Yeah.
I have no company. I have no problem promoting another company. Look, I'm catching your disease, Mary. I have no problem promoting another company because it doesn't hurt me one bit.
Nah.
So, all right, we're going to throw some white in here real fast, and then we're going to use the white embossing powder that Amanda has set aside just for me. It's very special.
She's taken really good care of you. Is this clean embossing powder?
Well, I think it's as clean as it's going to be tonight. I wouldn't exactly call it my kind of clean, but it's Amanda's, I'm trying to also be clean as I craft because, I don't want her to not invite me back. And if I made a real mess in her craft space.
Yeah. It would be kind of tricky to be in somebody else's.
Yes. And she's got such an amazing space. I just kind of want to come over and craft
so pretty.
all the time.
I know. Isn't it pretty?
Yeah.
She is a very strong team orange.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay, now wait. Because you had purple hair, and so I thought, first glance, you must be team purple. But then you said, but I've got secrets or something. You'll be surprised. And so I thought, well, maybe she's not team purple. She has all the earmarks of a purpleette. But I'm not. I don't know. So are you not team purple? Besides wanting to not be team anything. But if you had to declare, which you do,
if I had to declare, I want to declare that I am one of those beans with the bugs inside that once you get them warm, they jump. And if you put me like on a cardstock from purple to orange, and I was one of those warm beans, I would jump back and forth. But no. In all reality, I am team purple.
Well, see, I couldn't imagine you having purple hair and not being, but then you threw me off, and so I lost all my confidence in my first choice, and I even got the orange gnome out to because I thought
you were going to get all excited.
Throw me a fast one. She's going to throw me a fast one. She's not. She's giving me all the earmarks of Team Purple, and she's going to be Team Orange.
Yeah, no, I am Team Purple. Funny story. My hair has been numerous colors throughout the year, including a bright blue mohawk.
Oh wow!
So
for real, that's
for real.
That must have been
my mom was so proud.
I'm sure she was taken aback.
Yeah, she just was like, "Oh, how nice."
Yes, that's so lovely.
Yeah. It was a little. She wasn't real happy about it, but
well, that would be quite a shock, I think, if she was. What was it right before that?
I've got the embossing powder out. And the problem with the embossing powder, I'm going to have to run this on a sample. It might stick to the oxide. We might not be able to emboss.
What's the problem? I'm missing it.
No, but you know what? We may just. It's gonna cover up all the black. Oh. Really?
It's there in spirit.
No, you know what? We're going to go with it. We're going to do this. No, I'm going to go with it. We have a plan.
All right.
We are not Team Gray, but I do
trust
need a brush.
You guys. Your guys are pretty darned pretty darn savvy. Between the two of you, you make one heck of a crafter.
Are you kidding? She carries me. I there's no joke.
Oh.
Yeah, she carries me. Okay. Now,
is she making her card too?
No, they're over in the corner laughing at me, those two. So, we've had a little technical.
It's hard being the one on the set, isn't it? And other people are around you. It's hard.
Yeah,
it's just like you feel self-conscious a little bit.
So, hold it. We've had a small technical difficulty that we didn't foresee.
One of those things.
Yep, it was.
I'm trying to show it. But
I did it offside because I didn't want you to see my big ups. This Trust oxide is really wet.
Uh-oh.
So we're just going to go with it. We're just going to go with it. And it's going to work out.
You know what? So, if it may be a new technique and we'll name it after you.
Oh, please don't. So we're just going to go with it. It's going to have white. So it's a galaxy as seen through a snowstorm. There we go.
A nebula.
There we go.
It's just it just has not been discovered yet. The microscopes telescopes are not large enough yet to see this actually in real life. You're just bringing something to life before it really comes to life.
There we go. Yes.
You're being a seer.
Oh, I can fix this. I've got this. Nope, I have a plan. We're going to go full Barnacle Bill with this. Yep.
All right. Since you've got your plan, I'm going to give you another question.
Okay.
Roberta Sadler
Oh,
Mrs.
Berta, I love
Birthday-
you, please.
Mrs. Birthday Bob Sadler asks, when did you know you wanted to have your own stamp craft supplies company? Whose idea was it? Yours or Heather's?
I'm going to refuse to answer that.
I'm not sure the reference on that. You don't have to.
Yeah, so I can't answer that. Sorry.
Okay. That's all right. That's all right. But so when you were a little kid, did you craft all the time?
Yes.
Was it mostly paper?
No, I learned to crochet when I was 3 years old.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Is that possible? I didn't know that was possible.
yeah, I have grandmothers that played bridge.
Uh-huh.
So they wanted to play bridge and have a quiet child in the background.
Okay.
So they taught me how to crochet, literally granny squares.
Yep.
And I learned to crochet by the time I was 3 years old.
That's
so
quite amazing.
And then I used to have, I'm totally going to date myself now, McCall's magazines.
Oh, I loved McCall's.
Paper
I'd forgotten
dolls.
about them.
Remember the paper dolls in McCall's? Oh, that kind of rhymes.
Dolls.
Paper dolls in McCall's.
I do not.
Yeah, they used to have paper dolls inside all the McCall's magazines. And my
that sounds
grandmother
fun.
would get them and she would help me cut them out until I could learn to use the scissors.
Uh-huh.
And then even after I learned how to use the scissors, I couldn't be trusted until I was about 7. Because at
you're
about the age of 4, I
dangerous.
decided to give myself a home haircut.
Well, that kind of... Is that the first mohawk?
I think it might have been close.
Or you all have to do
So-
it once.
Yeah.
Murph, are you done? Ready to go out to dinner? So you had everything you needed?
Look at that.
That's exciting.
Okay.
I'm so glad that you had everything you needed. Your hubby's up. Oh, maybe that's why.
Yes, I need a card base. A2. A2. Give me a black card base. If we have one. It doesn't matter.
Okay, so are you guys kind of jealous of having somebody just say, hey, get this, hey, get that?
I know. Well, it's not a hey, get this, get that. She's ooh.
Oh, not quite that rude, but it'd be kind of nice to have somebody run.
No, okay, we'll make the whole card.
What kind?
I said, yes, chef.
Yes, chef.
Yes, chef.
Yes, chef.
Sorry, I had to move away from the desk so I could cut this A2 size. I don't care how you do it. Or 4 in
You had
4
a
inches
Betsy
by 5 and a quarter.
Betsy McCall. Now that does sound a little bit familiar, Jamie.
Yeah,
A
there used
little
to be
bit.
paper dolls.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look that up and see if I can find a visual
Yeah.
that will jog my memory, because it's not memorizing too well right now. But it seems a little bit
Yeah, what do you have?
familiar.
5? You have 3/4 here? Sure.
How big is this? I might cover that.
Big boy. It'll have a
bump.
big base.
Got a big base.
Hmm?
3 1/4 by 4.
I know, I can't tell. It doesn't make a big loud noise like mine. Okay, I'm back.
Here we go. Yep, don't worry about noise. We got you covered.
There we go. Woo-hoo. Glue.
Yeah, that covers up that bump. That looks better.
These are done. Hold on, I'm gonna clean where I go crafter a little bit. There we go. I have to do it at home. I might as well do it here.
I
Okay.
think I could do a second card on this too, because this one's kind of fun. I like
Okay,
these parameters.
so I have a black A2 size card base. And I'm ready to attach.
There you go.
And I don't do sentiments typically.
Mine's only a sentiment this time.
Yeah, I don't typically do a sentiment because I don't know what I'm going to send the card, what I'm going to use it for.
Right, right.
So
Yeah, Brian, I think you're right. The cardboard may be off the charts this week because it's going to be so different. Everything's going to be so different. These
okay,
parameters
now
are
we're
not
gonna
going to
put this
hold us in at
down.
all. They're going to be great. Thank you,
We're
Crafty
gonna
Al.
eyeball it.
Thank you, Teresa. Thank you, Grandma Gay.
There we go.
Christina, y'all are so nice.
And I'm done. Woo!
Woo, me too. I've got one more question for you before we look at that. That's pretty.
Okay, hold on.
That's pretty.
There we
Let's
go.
go for one more question.
Okay.
And then we'll look at our cards. Grandma Gay always asks the thoughtful question of the day. And she asks, you are a behind-the-scenes creator. What methods do you use to keep your design team motivated? Or maybe you?
Chocolate.
Good,
Chocolate.
good. Yeah.
You know what? I have the best creators that I get. I honestly will tell you, I am lucky and blessed to be able to work with some of the best in our industry.
Mhm.
Amanda used to be on our team. I still cry
Yeah.
about it at night. Shed silent little tears. But I'm really blessed that the women that we have on our team, not that I wouldn't have men, I would totally have men on my team if they apply. That's a hint,
Mhm.
men apply.
Right?
The women that are on our team actually like our products, so they
I
want
think
to
that's
use
a big
them.
deal. Mm-hmm.
So
It's not a hard sell, is it?
it's not a hard sell, and we never we're not really particular about like what they can do. It's the sky is the limit. I never tell them they can or can't do something. It's always whatever they would like to do.
Right.
Um,
You just give them the
so
tools to go for it.
yeah, if they want to make purple squirrels, they can make purple squirrels.
How about orange squirrels? Would you let them
They
have
may
orange
make
squirrels?
for you. They can make all the orange squirrels they like. But honestly, I don't want to tell somebody how to create something
Right.
because I fell in love with the work that they did, so I already liked what they were creating.
Yeah, good point. Mm-hmm.
So,
Good
why would I
point.
want to change what they do?
Sounds like you would be kind of foolish to do that.
You know,
Mhm.
I mean, I
So
like,
and they like doing it, and so that's their motivation too. And they like your products, and
right.
probably doing things to make you happy. And so they
Yes.
probably like your products. Mary Youngblood, I've got little yellow dots in the corners.
Look at you getting that yellow in there.
I stuck it in, and I knew you are not a big yellow fan, so out of honoring you, I
You
made
see
my
that yellow right there in the
just
corner?
about as little as I could. Let's hold these guys up and show the world what we did.
Okay.
This was mine. I used, can't go very high. Smaller and larger. There was the concept of a larger card and a smaller card. Blue, I have blue, yellow, those teeny tiny dots. Pink are the flowers, and red are also the hearts and the flowers. Stars, Allie took Allie's suggestion and drew them in with white pen, which you were talking about. And what's the last one? Stripes. I have stripes on my paper. So and these are stripes, actually, I guess, too, if you wanted to go that way. So that's how I made my card. Tell us about yours.
Okay. So mine is stripes made with washi. But I did use the yellow. You can see I've got a little yellow right here.
Mm-hmm.
My pink, my red, and my blue. And then they do create some extra colors. So I did get a little green, a little
Right.
purple. And then I used black over the top. Totally forgot to use my own powder tool, which wouldn't have helped anyways, really a whole lot. But because I then used white pigment. Then I threw powder over the top, embossing powder. We're using that term loosely here tonight, folks. And heat embossed it, cut it down, and attached it to a black A2 size card front. I will keep it aside for a sentiment, or if somebody wants it, they can send me a private message through our Instagram, and I will send it to them if they would like it.
I think you should name that technique.
Okay, it's called the...
I'm not sure. The scatter shot. Scatter shot embossing.
The nebula.
The
Yeah,
nebula.
yeah.
Scatter
I think
shot
we're
or
gonna call it
nebula.
We're going to call
Nebula
it the 400
embossing.
I think it should be called 400 Badge Embossing Galaxy. That's what we should call it. The 400 Badge Embossing Galaxy.
It's maybe a little hard to catch on, but if there's other things that have caught on with worse names, so maybe you're
and I
right
did
on.
brush some of it away. I did brush some of the powder away because
like
I did see it was really sticking. So
it's mega splatters. It's like intense splatters.
it is. There we go.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, it's new. It's fresh. It's intense splatters.
And Melissa Miller brought up
Awesome.
something about the Clarence stamp. Clarence is Lydia's. That's we
Right.
have Clarence stamps, and those
That's what
are
I was
Lydia's.
thinking. Yeah, the squirrel.
Yes,
We were
that's Lydia's
probably
baby.
because of orange squirrels and purple squirrels.
Yeah, for her it would be
Yeah.
blue squirrels.
Blue squirrels. Absolutely understand blue squirrels.
Yes,
That's the psychiatrist I would go to.
I already do, so I guess that's a good thing.
That's the name of his office?
Well,
Understand blue squirrels?
we are nuts.
We are nuts. We are with a backwards R. We are nuts.
Yes.
We are. Well, you know what? You get to sit down and relax a few minutes. We're going to go and introduce everybody to the concept of playing with us and show them who's coming up, thank our patrons, and then we're going to say goodnight. So don't run off.
Oh, darn it.
And oh yes, there's that giveaway, isn't there?
We have stuff for them too.
We've got stuff. That's right.
We
So
have
let's get our
stuff.
business taken care of. You did great. Yep, you're going to want to play along. You're going to want to use smaller, larger, blue, yellow, pink, red, and whatever neutrals you want. Star or stars, stripe or stripes. Complete it by Sunday night and put it in our gallery by going to craftroulette.live to the submission form and let us know that you finished it. And what am I trying to say? Upload it, do all those things. It has all the questions and everything you have to do. If you want more time, you can get more time by simply being a patron, and we would appreciate that too. So then you have till Thursday night, which is almost like the whole week. And people like that. We do have some wonderful upcoming guests. You guys love our guests, don't you? They're always so fun. We never know what we're going to get into, but we always have a good time. We have Christine, the Purple Princess Christine, coming back next week. And then after that, Cassie Trask will be joining us, Danny Bindell. Lydia Fiedler is coming back, and there is a reason. And then we get to meet Sharon Ware. So don't miss a week. We're going to have some good fun in August and September. There's those patrons, and we do want to thank you. By the way, fun people, we do have our game tomorrow, our fun time, our crop, whatever you want to call it, our get-together Zoom call. So make sure you, if you can, join us at 1:30 Central Time. Also, don't forget that we have an all-patron Zoom call on the 13th of August, and that is going to be a blast. We have plenty of room for anybody that still wants to join us. You're all welcome. This is just a way that we can defray our costs, which we have sunk a lot into this. And boy, someday maybe they could even pay the host. Nah, probably not. But anyway, we can always try. So we do want to thank each and every one of you. Thank you for the 4 new patrons that we had to get us to 100 patrons. Can you imagine? It's just fabulous. We will have some new things starting next week because Monday is August. So we will have some new things starting, a new series on Monday Fun. We have more retro challenges. We have more bonus content coming your way. Things that you don't even know about still come. Oh, yes, and I have 2 sketch sheets for August that you're not going to want to miss. Coloring sheets. They're fun, too. You're going to like them. Maybe. I think. I like them. I was coloring one. It was really fun. All right. Oh, that means giveaway time. Let's give it up for the people that gave us cards this week for episode 121, right? 122. If you sent in a card but you aren't a guest crafter, your name will be on that board. And we are going to give away a bunch of stuff, including that coveted prize of a handmade card with an itty-bitty gift. But first, we're going to give away a goodie bag from our which have been donated to us by our viewers. Thank you, guys. It's always fun to get stuff. It's just fun. Boy, there's lots of cards already done. I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys come up with. It'd be a fun board. If you do want to see all the cards that were in last week, go to craftroulette.live. It's all there. Michelle S. Miss Michelle Goodiebag S. This is going to be just for the United States, by the way. If Michelle is in the United States, please let me know that you want the prize, the goodie bag prize, by Sunday night at midnight. Use the contact form on craftroulette.live. Let's give away a handmade card with an itty-bitty gift. That was our original prize, and we're still doing it. Sticking to our prize guns. This can be anywhere in the world. We do appreciate each and every card that you guys send us. It is just so much fun. No, you're not on camera. Cheryl Jackson. I could hear MaryAnn ask, am I on camera? I can hear you. They can't hear you, but yet you're not on camera, so you're good to go. So this is for our last $25 Trinity Stamp gift certificate. Thank you again, Trinity Stamps, for giving us a great month of prizes. It really has been wonderful to work with you. You've been very generous. And if you have been winning those, and make sure you show us in the Facebook group what you got, because that's half the fun. We want to be jealous. Kay Wearer, that's exciting. Kay's been with us a long time. So Kay, make sure you'll let me know by Sunday night at midnight. Use that contact form on where? Yes, craftroulette.live, and I will get that to you. And the last $25 A Cherry on Top gift certificate is going to go to... They have lots and lots of different kinds of crafts too. And they've got a very active video thing going on in their Facebook group and things. So, yes, if you go over and visit, make sure you let them know that you found them through Craft Roulette. It would be great. So they know that it was Julie, Nutter Butter Peanut Butter Cookie. All right, Julia. I didn't even say the first name right. I got so excited about the last name. Make sure Nawasuwaski. I was going to have to practice that one. So let me know that you know her, sir? It looks like you do. Make sure you let her know that she won the prize and let me know that she wants it. So everybody has to let me know. I don't get very good at going out and finding people. I find guests and spin sponsors. That's what I do. But I can't find these guys. So she's your crafty friend. Yeah, you just let her know. All right. Well, that was a pretty good night. Do we want to do one more goodie bag?
Yeah.
Let's do another goodie bag. We have such nice things. Sorry, are we getting a video from you this week? That was a cute whale card with a pocket. Whale with a pocket. We had trees with pockets. Whales with pockets. Oh, fun, Max. He was almost. This is programmed to be a completely random, mathematically random chosen thing. So, well done, Max. Let me make sure you let me know. I'm pretty sure you're going to want this. So, all right. Well, that does it for the night. Now you're going to be on camera. Are you ready? We can do all that. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. All right.
You have it written down because I don't.
The code and the link.
Well, no. But I was going to share it after the show on our Facebook group. So,
Perfect.
by the
Perfect.
way,
You go
and
for that.
just use your verbiage. So tell us
Perfect.
about what you're going to be doing for our viewers this month of August, because you're our spin sponsor. So you're going to be giving away, not gift certificates. How do you call them? Savings vouchers. And it's a California law thing, so we have to do it this way.
California weirdo law on their books, so they're called savings vouchers.
So I'm
giving away a savings voucher every single week for $25. Oh yeah, $25.
That's outstanding.
That's a lot.
That is a lot. What would you get?
Pardon me?
What would you suggest they get?
Hello, powder tool all day long. Powder tool.
Yep, I think there are going to be a lot of powder tools in the
If they don't already
group.
have it, you can also, if you already have the powder tool, you can get a refill.
Oh,
so,
cool.
The Biddy blenders, obviously, the embossing, the cottontail brushes you guys saw me use. We have the new release. So we have that stamp.
They're like Alice in Wonderland release.
If you like Alice in Wonderland, in fact, I had a craft roulette person this morning buy the whole release.
Oh, that's cool.
So sentiments. Look at all those little characters drawn just for us. Who doesn't love a good dodo?
They're wonderful. I was thinking that we might for August put would you think like a fairy tale or children's book parameter?
Oh, yes, I think
so. That would be
nursery
that
rhyme.
Would be perfect. Nursery rhyme.
Children's literature.
Which I love.
Me
totally
too.
love.
Yes.
Yeah. So, yep, Mr. Producer wrote down there, get your powder tool here. He's going to hawk it for you. Just get right here. Get your powder tool right here.
Yeah, I think if I were to buy anything, it would be the powder tool. Honestly, if I had a $25 gift certificate to my store, and I do, despite owning the company, I actually have to purchase my own products.
Right.
Because I have a tax person who says I can't just walk out in the front room and just grab what I want. I don't understand, but she says I have to buy it. So I do.
You don't want to mess with that.
Yeah, I get but I would say the powder tool definitely, and the refill and the blending brushes. If you already have stamps,
or some stamps, or
get some stamps. We have a lot of sassy stamps. We have a lot of sassy stamps.
And you are giving a discount to the Craft Roulette people, and I can't remember what the code was, but you are giving a discount for the month of August. So, does it start on Monday then, or does it start now? It says it
starts today. It
starts today.
If you have that code, you can use it, but due to advanced age and probably arteriosclerosis in my veins in my head, I probably forgot it, but it's in that email. But it is.
Oh, he's looking it up. Mr. Producer is looking it up.
Awesome.
Oh, we've already gotten 3 cards submitted. Well done, you guys.
The discount code is only good on stamps, dies, stencils, and clearance. It is not good on Crafters Essentials.
But that's really nice to have it on clearance, too. That's pretty nice.
You can use it on clearance.
That's not always the story, so that's nice. Thank you.
And I believe you are going to put up a link directly, Mary?
Right.
So please make sure you do that. You guys just click that link to shop from Mary's link. So it doesn't cost you an extra penny. It doesn't cost you a thing. But, Mary gets a little penny here and there per sale, and that buys all of those little tiny cards with the little goodies for you guys.
That's right. Don't mention, and then don't forget the 7,000 that were in the hole. So
okay. We might sell that much. I mean, I don't know how much I'd have to that's just a lot of math for me right now. But.
Yeah, it's a long time refund thing going on here, so it's all right. Let's see. Nope, that's not. We're going to find it. We'll put it in the Facebook group. If you aren't part of our Facebook group show, please join us there. And then could we put it in the description for tonight too? Yeah.
I believe the code is 15 For fun. For
It's
the number
something like
word.
that.
Sorry, not the number word. The
We'll
word
fix it. We'll
for,
find it.
and then fun. FUNN, because it's Mary Gunn's
Girl.
fun.
You know how to spell fun.
I do. So I believe
Now,
it
has
is
your
15, the letter F and the letter O, the letter R, and then fun. FUNN.
wow, you
You can
must
give
have
it a
just
try if you want to
cleaned
shop
up your
right
brain on
now.
it. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
quantities are
that's great.
limited.
It's going to be fun. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. 15 for fun. You're brighter than you thought you were.
Oh
So,
my gosh, I remembered.
yeah, you did. You did really well. 15 for fun. Using that link would be real great. Melissa Miller says if you like coffee, their caffeinated animal series is awesome.
Yes.
So there you go.
It's what we're known for.
So, okay, so I need to put some coffee stuff on the wheel for next month and some children's literature kind of things.
If you put coffee stuff on your wheel for next month, I can probably, guarantee you're going to probably have no less than 20 cards that contain Rabbit Hole Designs products on them. Because our
I hope
caffeinated
so.
critters, that's how we started our company, was the caffeinated critter line. So
I think that's marvelous. I think that's appropriate. And I do change them at the beginning of the month. So I think that'll be wonderful. So
I'm
thanks
excited
for the tip, because sometimes I get a little, what am I going to put on it this time? So that's a great tip. So I look forward to doing that. Yeah. Well, you made it through. What do you think? Are you okay? You ready for those margaritas? Are they already on the way out to the studio? Or?
Yeah, I don't know. I think there's one in the freezer for me. I'm gonna have to probably arm wrestle Amanda, and she's pretty strong.
She is.
Oh, she has new tequila from Mexico, so that's what's going to be going on here in about 10 minutes. Thank goodness John's driving home.
There you go.
So
they live about 30 minutes away, as I understand. So that was really nice to have you guys
really fast,
have an excuse to get together.
We don't get together enough, but we do see each other when it matters. And we can be on the phone for 2 hours and not even realize it.
I believe it. I understand it. Well, Amanda, thank you for
thank you.
making this happen. Get on.
Come on, Amanda. Get up here in the camera.
On in there, girl.
Come on, Amanda. You're not
almost
even in the
there.
screen.
She is. She wasn't going to steal your thunder. I said, "Do you want to make a card with her?" And she said, "No, I don't want to steal her thunder." So you were left alone to your own devices, but you did great. This is the time of night we're going to kiss our brain and say goodnight so everybody can start making their cards and going for their margaritas and doing all those things, getting their weekend started. Do participate. If you've never joined us, we would love to have you send in a card. We have a lot of fun. Our prizes are awesome, and it happens every week, 6:30 Central Daylight Time, right here on YouTube. Tuesday night, I will be live on FUNN University, on our YouTube FUNN University channel. We will be talking about one of these rascally parameters. Gosh, we may talk about them all. I don't know. It's all going to be fun. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I have to wait until I start seeing the cards come in. You guys are the inspiration of FUNN University. So apply the kiss to the nog. It sounds like you could use one. And good night. Go visit go visit Trinity, A Cherry on Top, and Rabbit Hole Design sometime this weekend. It'd be awesome. Give thumbs up, subscriptions, all that kind of stuff at Rabbit Hole too.
And Parablossom Press.
And Parablossom Press is always one of our go-to friends. She's coming back too, by the way. All right.
Is she?
Yes, she is.
Awesome.
Nighty night. Thank you all. Thank you.
Night.
You did great.
Thanks.